Welcome to Juicing for Fat Loss.
We help you build the body you love and love the body you live in with whole foods, juice, and today, superfood supplements.
Yes, and so
today we're talking about, sorry, I'm like blanked for a second. I'm just going to blame it on pregnancy brain and just keep going. All right. So today we're talking about the top 5 superfoods to reverse aging, increase your energy, and build the body you love inside and out.
Awesome. So today we're talking about our top 5 beauty superfoods to really get the glow. And over the past 10 years, we've served over 10,000 people. And one of the most common comments and questions we get is, your guys' skin is just amazing. How do you do it? And so we're starting to provide information on what we do in our lifestyle. We're going to share some of our beauty secrets and our best tips, our best practices. And today, 2 delicious new recipes, elixirs, the Green Goddess elixir and Goji berry lemonade with vitamin C powder for greater immunity and more beautiful skin from within. So we have lots of information to share today, 2 new recipes.
And a gift.
And a gift. So we may not cover everything today. We only have an hour. So a lot of the information we're sharing with you today is in our free report on the Green Smoothie Master Formula and the top 5 supplements for inner beauty. Go to blendingforbeauty.com to get your free report, and then you can have some backup information to start incorporating some of these supplements in your life. Now, in our free report, we also have morning dose of beauty, evening dose of beauty, and how to start incorporating some of these foods in your daily practice, because it's not any one thing you do for better body, better skin, better mind, better health. It's all the combination of things you do in the proper order, and that's really what we're teaching in Juicing for Fat Loss and Blending for Beauty, is how to bring all this together into a life practice and make it something that's going to increase the quality of your body, your health, your skin, and your life.
Before we get too much into what we're talking about today, let's do a little screen share, and we'll share with you our medical disclaimer.
The information in this presentation is not intended to replace a one-on-one relationship with your qualified healthcare professional and is not intended as medical advice.
This presentation is for sharing knowledge and information from the research and experience of Artemis and Crystal Cassane, Juicing for Fat Loss TV, and the experts who have contributed to our programs.
We encourage you to make your own healthcare decisions based upon your research and in partnership with a qualified healthcare professional.
Thank you for empowering your own health and well-being. Can you tell we practiced that?
Yeah, we're sitting in bed at night practicing. We pull up webcam and turn up the lighting again.
Oh, what just happened?
So the mission and purpose of Juicing for Fat Loss and Blending for Beauty is to inspire and educate you to achieve dynamic health, inside and out, whether your goal is weight loss, fitness, more energy, more performance, or becoming more beautiful than you already are. We provide information and recipes and content, and more importantly, life practices that will help you achieve your health goals. Now, what we're teaching today complements juicing very, very well. A lot of the products we're teaching, you can add to your juices that you make at home to supercharge them. And then we have 2 new recipes to share with you that you can incorporate when you're not juicing, or let's say it's been a couple days since you've juiced and you want to get nutrient saturation, better digestion, and more of those beauty minerals in your body. So stay tuned for our 2 recipes. We're going to be sharing those towards the middle of the Hangout.
Also, remember to engage. Post your comments and your questions. I see Chandra is on the wall already. Woohoo! Welcome in, Chandra. And she actually asked her, I'm going to pull up my little comment tracker so I can show you some great little clips from Chandra here. When we first posted the event, she said, oh boy, I need to make it to this one. Am I understanding your description correctly when it tells me I have the opportunity of joining you on the show to ask a question or 2? And yes, absolutely you do. We have a few spots left on the inside. So if Chandra, you already told us that you'd love to join on the inside, but someone's asleep so in your house. So if you would like to join us on the inside, just scroll through the event page. You'll see where I posted the link to join us on the inside. So click there, join in, mute yourself when you get in, and you'll have a chance to ask your questions, your own personal questions, after we finish the broadcast. And Chandra also said, Heck yeah! I love Gojis.
We love goji berries too, and I have a background in Chinese medicine. I studied for 2 years in the clinic of Chinese medicine, learning pulse and tongue and five-element theory, and seeing how food is medicine and how nutrition and herbs can really help heal people's bodies. And so we would import goji berries from Ningxia, China, before it was like Gucci and cool to eat gojis. And this was actually about
Gucci and cool?
to eat gojis.
Gucci to eat gojis.
Yeah,
That's
before
nice,
it was Gucci to eat gojis. And so we've been eating goji berries for about 15 years, and they're an amazing superfood for your liver health and for your skin. And the recipe we're sharing with you for gojis is goji berry lemonade with loads of vitamin C, and it tastes good. And that's really important.
And I also want to say hello, the big warm hug and welcome to the people on the inside of the film strip, on the inside of the Hangout. To Sam Parks, who's been with us like since the beginning.
Sam's lost like 55 pounds since he started juicing. Woo!
We love you, Sam.
Yeah.
And Leela and Elaine and Dan, thank you so much for being here, and everyone else who jumps in with us today. Oh, check it out. We have some more people joining us. Okay, good. Here, I'm gonna jump this over to Alan, who's here as well today.
Yes.
Dr. Alan Chong, thank you so much for being here.
Alan is a super conscious chiropractor and healer of all good things, and so welcome, Alan.
Yeah, Ellen and Artemis are actually invited to be in an event together.
We'll
soon.
share that later.
Okay, well, I'm excited. All right.
Okay.
Also, Jim. Hello, Artemis and Crystal. I'm here too. Jim, thank you so much for being here.
Welcome, welcome.
I love this comment tracker thing. You guys just, it's fun. So,
Okay.
yeah, leave comments. I'll pull them up.
So there's been a lot of buzz around supplementation on Google Plus just within the past week, and Crystal has some exciting things to share.
I do, yeah. So on Google Plus, this is why this particular conversation about supplements. Thanks for keeping me on track, honey. I'm watching all the comments. I'm trying to keep up with what's happening inside the Hangout because you guys are having a great conversation about someone's getting married, and I'm totally curious to see who it is. So congratulations, whoever that is. All right.
So there's been some really cool conversation on Google Plus about supplements.
About supplements, and it's supplements in conjunction with some big names. This is John Gray we're talking about, who's Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Really, just a really big. So yeah, leave comments.
So there's been a lot of buzz around supplementation on Google Plus just from
there we go. Okay, so big name, Dr. John Gray, who says he takes this huge, extensive supplement protocol, and you should too, which can be he's recommending some really good supplements. Here's what I noticed from reading this post is when you buy any supplement, and I mean any supplement, you have to know what you're looking for. You need to know where to find a good, clean source of supplements and superfoods and which ones are going to be effective and which ones not. And I mean from things as common and simple sounding as vitamin C all the way to the more complex things you may have never heard of, some of which we may mention today.
Yeah, so the quality of your supplements and your foods affects the quality of your life, and so it's important to know what to look for and what to avoid. And we're going to talk about things to avoid in your supplementation and what to look for. We're going to share some of the cutting-edge scientific research of one of our teachers, Dr. Brian Clement from Hippocrates Institute in Florida, and really nail down what's the best choice for you. How are you going to get the most bang for your buck for beauty, inside and out, for greater health, and for greater fat loss. And so it's really important to know what you look for. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. And so let's get started with the principles and foundations of inner and outer beauty and creating a beautiful, fit, and healthy body. So our 4 principles we're going to share with you today is stronger digestion, nutrient saturation, uniqueness, and healthy beauty fats. And that's right, fat is back for your health, your weight loss, and your beauty. And so as we share these products with you today and talk about some of our top 5 supplements for inner and outer beauty, they all are built upon a foundation of stronger digestion, nutrient saturation, uniqueness, understanding your body, understanding what your individual needs are and how to start bringing in specific supplements that support those individual needs, and healthy beauty fats and getting more healthy fats into your your lifestyle in the form of juices and smoothies, but primarily in the form of smoothies and the foods you eat. A lot of people ask this question about juices and smoothies, so I'm going to go ahead and share that answer with you now. When you're juicing, you're getting nutrient saturation. You're getting the micronutrients in a higher quantity than you can get in a smoothie. When you're blending foods, you're getting meal replacements and nutrient saturation, but not as much micronutrients in their concentrated form, because juicing concentrates the vitamins, minerals, and enzymes more than a smoothie. So when you're going on a fat loss program, or you're wanting to detoxify the body, or really clear like that pimply skin and clear the achy joints, juicing is an accelerated form of nutrient saturation, whereas blending is going to give you loads of nutrients, easier to digest, improving digestion, but it's not the same density. So both are beneficial.
They're both highly beneficial, and on a normal everyday basis, we actually use them both.
Yeah.
So we'll wake up in the morning and have juice first thing, and then I'll have a smoothie for breakfast. And Jim is asking a great question. Do you two only juice, or do you have steak or fish as well? Okay, so we don't only juice, but we also don't eat steak or fish. That's just our body types.
Yeah, so when you're juicing usually first thing in the morning or in between meals. The best time to have your juice is by itself or in between meals. And juicing is a way of complementing what you're already doing in your healthy lifestyle, whether you're doing a healthy lifestyle with animal foods or plant-based foods. Juicing is to basically give you nutrient saturation, to flood your body with what's missing in your lifestyle. We have a lot of our students and customers who, when they start juicing, their skin clears up, their aches and pains go away, and they have more energy because they haven't been getting enough micronutrients from the foods they eat. And so to answer your question, Jim, you just add juice in the first month or two, and then on our Juicing for Fat Loss program, we teach how to juice cleanse.
And then, Jim, also to be really specific, excuse me, about answering your question, we do eat solid foods. We don't eat meat products just because it doesn't work for our bodies as well, but I have nothing against meat eaters or people who eat meat, or even the concept of eating meat. So if that's what feeds you and nourishes you, and it does really well for your energy and vitality, go for it. Yes, we eat solid foods in addition to juices and smoothies.
So today we're going to be sharing some of our top 5 supplements. We're going to talk about vitamin O green, truly natural. I got props. Woo! Vitamin O green. We're going to talk about truly natural vitamin C. We're going to mention rice bran tocotrienols, and this is a powdery supplement we use for inner and outer beauty. And I'm getting it everywhere.
Yeah, I know you stuck your finger right in the middle of it.
We're going to have some honorable mentions of chia seed and ground chia powder. And we're going to talk about cacao and cacao butter.
I had to work in how chocolate is actually a superfood and can be very good for you. So, come on.
I wish you could be on the other end of this camera right now and smell this cacao powder, or cacao butter, excuse me, because it's so decadent and amazing, and it's a very good source of healthy beauty fats.
And, Chandra just said this is the exact reason I added cacao in today. Because Chandra said, there's nothing more important to me than the taste, otherwise it doesn't stay down. And she also said, congratulations, Sam, on your huge weight loss and your great journey.
And so if you want to learn more about these beauty superfoods and how to start incorporating them into your life practice, go to blendingforbeauty.com and get our free report where you can learn some of those 5 superfoods and how to incorporate it into your lifestyle. So let's talk about vitamin O green. This is one of our top 5 superfoods for inner and outer beauty. It's great to add to your juices or your smoothies, and we have a recipe with vitamin O green today. So this product right here is vitamin O green. Now, vitamin O green is 18 green superfoods with probiotics, enzymes, and subtle energies. It's made by a company called Health Force Nutritionals. We've been using Health Force products since we worked at the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center with Dr. Gabriel Cousins. And Dr. Cousins tested every product before it came in to his shop and lab to share with his patients. And we fell in love with Health Force and vitamin O green. Crystal's been taking it almost every day for 8 years. And it's the chlorophyll, minerals, and enzymes in vitamin O green. It acts like a whole food powdered multivitamin. So if you're taking a multivitamin, this is an upgrade. And there's ways you can make vitamin O green or a green powder taste good. And this product contains highly concentrated nutrition for nutrient saturation and stronger digestion. That's 2 of the 4 pillars. Nutrient saturation through the green superfoods plus the probiotics and enzymes in this product enhance digestion. Now there's lots of green powders on the market you can buy. The reason we like Health Force is because their quality control is a little higher, and how they're testing and verifying the farms, the sourcing, the ingredients, and they also add the homeopathic of the product back into the formula. All the foods are magnetically sanitized and energized. So in Vitamin O Green, there is a purity and a potency that you're going to get in this green powder that you don't get in a lot of other green powders on the market. And we feel the benefits. We consume Vitamin O Green. You can do 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon in a glass of juice. Like, it's really good in like beet apple mint or any kind of green juice formula or carrot juice. This actually, I think, improves the flavor of your juices. And you can also do 2 teaspoons to tablespoons in a green smoothie to add more chlorophyll and more energy to your smoothies. So this product works both in juices and smoothies, and we've used it in both.
And my favorite way to have this product is in our...
Before we talk about the greenhouse elixir, let's talk about what to avoid in supplements.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay.
We mentioned that not all supplements are created equal, and through studying the research of Dr. Brian Clement, one of our mentors and great world leaders in reversing disease at Hippocrates Health Institute, he published a book called Supplements Exposed, where he discovered through about 7 years of research that 93% of supplements are synthetic. That leads only 7% of what you see on the shelves, including Whole Foods, is actually made from whole food natural sources.
You get that including at Whole Foods. You still have to know what you're looking for,
yes,
even at Whole Foods.
So if 93% of supplements are synthetic, where are they coming from? Well, they're coming from, you guessed it, the pharmaceutical industry. And the companies that have high integrity, high quality control, like Health Force, they go out of their way to source whole food ingredients and maintain the ingredients in their whole food live bioactive state. So not only are you getting the whole foods in their whole foods form, you're getting the proper proportion and ratio of vitamins, minerals, and enzymes. When you look at a supplement, and if it doesn't say like spirulina or beets or carrots or barley grass or oatgrass, if it's giving you all these isolated ingredients, there's a chance it's synthetic. And when we consume synthetic isolated supplements, it's not in the proper ratio and proportion to optimally assimilate them. I'm going to say that again. If you're only doing isolated synthetic supplements and you're not doing whole food sourced or live plant-based supplementation, you may be missing the cofactors, the enzymes, and the subtle energies that are required for you to receive the most bang for your buck. So the reason we recommend companies like Health Force is because it's a live state, whole food, full spectrum supplement, meaning when it comes from nature and it's made from food, you're getting all the cofactors and all the minerals and enzymes in their proper proportion for you to assimilate them and get the most benefit from that supplement. So you may be looking at your pantry right now and thinking, well, I got to throw half of my stuff out, and that's okay. Just start plugging into this content and learning from us, because we love researching this stuff and finding what works. We've also been testing these products for 10 years and seeing them work again and again and again. So avoid supplements that have synthetic ingredients or isolated ingredients. Focus on supplements made from whole food or probiotic digested whole food sources. And you're going to easily see that on the bottle, because it's going to say, for example, nettle, carob, alfalfa, dandelion, barley, oatgrass, horsetail, ginger, barley. These are foods.
They're foods
that have been juiced, freeze-dried, powdered, and you are getting nature's design and nature's genius in this product. Now, a lot of other supplements you find may be made from whole food sources, but they've been highly heated or processed, denaturing the life force, or what's called the biofield. And you need both the whole food nutrition and the biofield together to get energy, to get beauty, and to get the maximum results in your juicing and blending programs. So you want to look for whole food supplements that are also living. And so of the 7% of supplements you see on the market that are whole food, not all of those keep the biofield or the life force energy intact. When it's in its whole food raw state, that's maximum purity and potency for your body. We'll talk more about that in another hangout, but that's just another thing to look for.
So I have a few really good comments. One is from Dr. Allen, who says, I love that you guys are teaching about real food, and we love it too. It's really, it's important, it's beneficial. It is how we get so much of our energy. Our bodies don't have to work so hard to filter out, wait, what can I use and what can't I use? It's all real food. And Chandra says, the bottle you're holding looks so small, like a pill bottle, but there's powder in there? How long does it last for one person?
So this is the small size of vitamin O green. It's about 150 grams. We also use the 600-gram bottle. It's about a 6-week supply. And it's 500-gram bottle. And so you can buy 150, 300, or 500 grams. It is a powder. The more you can buy your beauty supplements in powders, the more cost-effective and economical, because you're not paying for encapsulation. Now, there are some things you will take encapsulated, like herbs for detox. But when it comes to supplements for greater weight loss and beauty and inner and outer beauty, the powders are superior, and the live whole food powders are the best.
And Sam on the inside of the Hangout just said, I use the vitamin mineral green, and I love it. It's the bomb.
Yeah. But your vitamin mineral green is one of those products, Sam, that's beginning to flood your body with the micronutrients in addition to your juicing. So it's increasing nutrient saturation. So the 4 pillars of inner and outer beauty: stronger digestion, nutrient saturation, uniqueness, and healthy beauty fats. So let's share a recipe with vitamin mineral green called the Green Goddess Elixir.
Okay.
And this is a recipe that Crystal uses every morning for her glow and beauty. Now, I'm totally biased because she's my lady of light.
Oh, you're so sweet.
This is a delicious way to bring in the vitamin mineral green, even if you don't juice. And so you want to start with about 24 ounces of water, and you stir in 1 tablespoon vitamin mineral green, 2 tablespoons maca force, which is another health force product, 2 teaspoons lecithin, makes it creamy and more delicious, a tablespoon of chia, a couple teaspoons of raw honey, and 3 to 4 drops of essential oil of lemon.
Now, I'll tell you, for me, let me scoot over here so I can see myself. All right. So for me, the key ingredients in this elixir are the vitamin mineral green, the lecithin, the lemon, essential oil of lemon, and honey, and water. Water's essential. But once you mix all those ingredients in, the maca, some days I put it in, some days I don't. I've been putting in a lot lately. So maca is great stuff. And chia powder, same thing. Some days I put it in, some days I don't. But the essential key ingredients in this one are the vitamin mineral green, lecithin, honey, and lemon. The essential oil of lemon really does a trick with the flavor in this one. It makes, that green kind of flavor. It really shifts it over. So that's the trick.
And if you have more questions about essential oils for internal use, watch our previous hangout on our YouTube channel on everyday oils for greater fat loss and detoxification. So check out that hangout if you want to learn more about the citrus oils and how they support your elixirs and your juices, because that's one of our traits, that's one of our beauty secrets, really. That's what we teach, is how to incorporate more of the oils in your elixirs. This Green Goddess elixir recipe, Crystal developed through years of trial and error, and it's delicious. Years.
And actually, there's some really good questions about it. Leela says, does that taste good? And I say yes, because I worked on it. Yeah. The honey and the lemon, that's key.
And the maca force, too. The maca has ginger and vanilla and lucuma and your corn syrup. And so all these flavors kind of come together, and it tastes like a sweet green tea. It's delicious.
And then Elaine says, can you use regular lemon juice instead of essential oil of lemon? No, not in this recipe. It will not taste the same. So very good question, but that won't taste good.
So if you don't have access to Young Living essential oils, you just omit the lemon essential oil and use the rest of the ingredients.
And we got a really great comment from Sam. Thank you, Sam. He says, from my experience with the recipes I've tried, I haven't tried one yet that tastes bad. So thank you for that vote, Sam. Yeah. That's awesome.
It's really important for all this to taste good. Otherwise, people wouldn't be compliant and they wouldn't stick with it. So a lot of the recipes we've created for both juicing for fat loss and blending for beauty, they taste good, and we like them, and we love enjoying and sharing them with you. So use the vitamin O green and the green goddess elixir for a replacement for juicing, or to upgrade your juice and add more nutrient saturation and improve digestion. Every time you're adding the vitamin O green to your juices or your smoothies, you're adding probiotics and enzymes as well to support the digestion or stronger digestion of all the foods you're eating in your juices or your smoothies. We love the vitamin O green. Next.
If you guys wonder why I'm over here like grinning from ear to ear, your comments and your conversation is hilarious today. So I'm just like the Cheshire Cat while Artemis is telling you all this really amazing information.
The next product we're going to talk about is rice bran tocotrienols. Now this is a really wonderful yellow nutty powdery substance made from rice bran. And Crystal's going to post a link where to get tocotrienols on the event wall. So if you're watching on the event page, if you're watching on YouTube.
I'll post it inside too.
Yeah, and you'll see it inside the event. So this is a product we use primarily for smoothies and elixirs.
I thought you were leaving that one out.
Not juicers. And so rice bran tocotrienols is nature's richest source of vitamin E for healthy beauty, skin, and hair. Vitamin E is an antioxidant like vitamin C, and it's a beautifying food because vitamin E increases fluidity and flexibility in our cells, greater circulation, so greater blood flow to the skin for more oxygen and nutrient transport. And there's all kinds of micronutrients in this product. Rice bran tocotrienols has amino acids, essential fatty acids, glutathione, minerals, and protein, all with nature's richest source of vitamin E. So it really is a superfood, and the way you would use rice bran tocotrienols for beauty enhancement is about a tablespoon to a heaping tablespoon in your green smoothies or your chocolate smoothies. It's delicious combined with maca and chocolate. It adds, rice bran tocotrienols adds like a creamy, nutty flavor. And so it's a wonderful food. It's also, there's more information and ways to use it in our Green Smoothie Master Formula recipe book at blendingforbeauty.com. So we love the rice bran. We use it in all of our smoothies. It's great in elixirs too. Like if you make a warm raw almond hot cocoa, you can add a tablespoon in there, and it kind of gives it that creamy, rich, nutty flavor. And it's an affordable beauty superfood. It's not really expensive, and so it's a great kind of staple to have around your house to get more vitamin E from a food source and not a supplement source. There's lots of great vitamin E supplements, but rice bran is a food. It's made from the bran of organic rice. And so it's got all the cofactors and all those micronutrients with the vitamin E, creating a synergy. So remember, when you can get your beauty foods and your nutrients from whole foods and whole food powders, you're getting the most bang for your buck. You're getting the most nutrient saturation for your body. And Krista and I have made this a part of our lifestyle for the past 10 years. That's what we get, so many different nutrition and micronutrients from using all these different foods and powders. And so just starting with vitamin O green and rice bran tocotrienols, you're starting to bring more of this nutrient saturation into your life. The next product we love is Truly Natural Vitamin C, and this is also a Health Force product. We have a recipe for this we're going to share with you called Goji Berry Lemonade, so stay tuned. The Truly Natural Vitamin C is made from acerola cherry, and so vitamin C, as it occurs in nature, contains cofactors called bioflavonoids, and there are minerals and enzymes. So when you eat cherries, when you eat oranges, when you eat grapefruit, when you have spinach is a great source of vitamin C. All foods that have vitamin C have cofactors or bioflavonoids that further assist the utilization of that vitamin C. So do not take isolated vitamin C products. Use Truly Natural Vitamin C from a whole food source because the bioflavonoids enhance the beautifying effect. Vitamin C is an antioxidant. It promotes circulation, liver cleansing, tissue regeneration, and collagen production. And when you're using a whole food source like the Truly, let me get this right here, like the Truly Natural Vitamin C, how's it go? Okay, there. Like the Truly Natural Vitamin C, Getting it from acerola cherries or camu camu is another great source of vitamin C. That whole food source is going to give you the most mineralizing, energizing, detoxifying, and beautifying effect.
Is that a powder?
So this is a powder, and you can add about 1 to 3 teaspoons to your elixirs, to the green goddess elixir. To it, you can add, like say it's cold and flu season, and vitamin C is used to boost the immune system. Our white blood cells increase in their production when we take vitamin C supplements. And so if you're going to use vitamin C during cold and flu, just consume 2 to 3 teaspoons a day in your smoothies, in your juices, and you are going to start feeling the benefits of vitamin C.
I've also been adding vitamin C powder to my green goddess elixir in the morning because most of you are familiar with by now, but I'm pregnant. We're having a baby. Yay! And the thing is, when you're carrying a baby, your immune system tends to go down a little bit. So adding vitamin C to my Vitamineral green goddess elixir is very handy in the morning.
Yeah. So Vitamineral green and truly natural vitamin C complement each other because you're getting the best of the greens, land and ocean vegetables, and the best of the cherries and the fruits together. And so you can use them together. I love putting vitamin C in my elixirs and our goji berry lemonade. So let's pull up our next recipe.
Hang on, before you pull up the recipe, Leila has a great question. She said, do you add these things to your juices as you drink each juice, or can you mix it into the whole gallon and pour it out over time?
Great question, Leila. So you want to add them as you drink them, not into the gallon, because the flavor will go off in about 8 to 12 hours as the products sit inside the juice. So you want to add them before you drink your juice.
Yeah. Okay, so Goji lemonade?
Goji berry lemonade.
All right, here we go.
And so in Austin, Texas, we've hosted over 275 live events on conscious language, conscious nutrition, juicing, detoxification. We serve this recipe at many of our advanced trainings when we're doing 5 to 10 day events. And it was a great energizer. It was a great thirst quencher when it's hot outside. This is a great recipe to quench your thirst. And it's goji berry lemonade with truly natural vitamin C. And so this recipe is 6 cups of water, a half a cup to a cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of vitamin C powder, 1 cup of organic goji berries, a teaspoon of a nice sea salt like Celtic sea salt or a pink salt like Himalayan, 6 to 10 drops of liquid stevia, and our best liquid stevia is Omica Organics, and 2 tablespoons of local raw honey in place of the stevia. So you can use the stevia or the honey, or you can add honey and a few drops of stevia. You put all these ingredients in a blender, you blend on high for about 30 to 90 seconds, and you have goji berry lemonade. Now, if you want to improve the texture of this recipe, you can take the blended liquid, pour it through a nut milk bag, and strain out the goji berry seeds, because gojis have lots of little seeds in them. So you can strain out the seeds, and you'll get a smoother texture, or you can leave all the seeds and fiber in there and have a nice, delicious, richer goji berry lemonade. This recipe is an amazing source of vitamin C, vitamin A. Goji berries have 21 essential minerals, 18 amino acids, and so you're getting loads of nutrient saturation and stronger digestion. Before I talk about the digestive properties of this recipe, make sure you chill it. So once you make this recipe, if you make it with cold water, 6 cups of chilled water, you can drink it right away. Or you make it with room temp, put it in the fridge for 6 to 8 hours, and it will taste much better chilled.
And Elaine's asking a great question. What color does the lemonade come out?
Pink. It's pink, just like our little...
Not quite that bright, but it does have pink.
It's pink.
Yeah.
And it's with pink with red undertones. The salts and the lemon juice in this recipe support greater bile flow, gentle detoxification, and greater HCl production in the body. Most of us in our culture are not getting enough healing salt in the form of a sun-dried sea salt or healing fats. We've been programmed since World War II to avoid salt and fat, and it's salt and fat is back. We need a certain amount of sodium chloride to create hydrochloric acid in the stomach. Sodium chloride, hydrochloric acid. And so bringing a little bit of salt into your juices, which we teach in Juicing for Fat Loss, and this goji berry lemonade recipe, those healing salts are strengthening your digestion, your production of hydrochloric acid, which is helping you break down your calcium and your minerals for you ladies out there. And for men, it's helping you break down your protein for greater strength, vitality, and muscles. And so you need a little bit of that holistic healing salt in your life. So we encourage to add salt to your juices, just a few pinches to every glass, or
how much?
Pinches. Or add a teaspoon of salt to this goji berry lemonade recipe, and it is going to quench your thirst. Salt also, a sun-dried sea salt is 84% sodium, 16% trace minerals. And so you're getting loads of trace minerals from the salts that may be missing in your modern diet. And so that's another benefit of a sun-dried sea salt, is the trace mineral composition from the ocean that's in the same proportion as your blood. And so sea salt and human health is like, it's a perfect match, because the minerals in the sea are in the exact proportion as the minerals in our blood and plasma. And so we encourage the incorporation of a good sun-dried sea salt in all of your juices and smoothies. And the lemon juice and the truly natural vitamin C, when you're working with these products, getting more of that vitamin C into your body over time does promote more beauty by first increasing collagen production and skin cell turnover. So adding a little extra vitamin C is going to improve skin regeneration and the skin cell turnover, which does youth in your look. In addition to the increasing cell regeneration or skin cell turnover, you're also getting an anti-inflammatory benefit of a little extra vitamin C, because it supports liver and liver detoxification. The healthier your liver is, the more healthy your joints, tendons, and ligaments and your muscles become. And so if you have lots of achy muscles, achy joints, that's a sign of toxic liver. So a little bit of extra vitamin C can help with liver health.
So that was the answer to your question, Jim Burwell, who said, can't wait to hear what works best for joints.
Yeah, a little bit of extra vitamin C. And Jim, get our Juicing for Fat Loss program. Learn how to juice the way we teach. It saves you time and money. And to get the Juicing for Fat Loss program, you just go to juicingforfatloss.tv/introduction. And that's our sales page for the program. To work with joint pain and reducing pain inflammation, you want to increase hydration and increase mineralization and cleanse and detoxify the liver. And so just adding juice, Jim, for the next 2 to 3 months, you're going to see an improvement in joint health. Through hydration, mineralization, which is about increasing your pH balance or decreasing acidosis or acid accumulation in the body. And really the most powerful way to do this is juice, because it's the concentration of the micronutrients in the juices and the living water. So you're hydrating and flooding your body with more micronutrients, and that is helping wash away the inflammation, wash away the toxins that may be stored in the joints. And so if you have chronic pain inflammation in the body, that's a sign of accumulation of certain toxins that need to be washed away. And juicing on a daily basis, or juice cleansing when you're ready, these two things are one of the simplest and most effective ways to power wash your cells, cleanse away some of that inflammation or the acids that have accumulated, causing kind of that aches and pains that you might be experiencing in your body. So what's next?
What's next? Next is chocolate.
So we have a saying in Blending for Beauty: every woman deserves chocolate, and every man deserves chocolate too, but make sure your lady gets chocolate first.
It's such a good saying. It sounds a little different every time he says it. I
Yes.
think I like that one the best.
Yes. So everyone deserves chocolate, but ladies, you get it first. All right? Because chocolate is nature's richest source of magnesium, iron, and sulfur, and highest levels of magnesium of any known food. And it's also rich in iron, sulfur, manganese. There's loads of trace minerals in cacao powder for beauty. And one of the keys of getting the glow, of getting both inner and outer beauty, is more minerals. And so a lot of these foods we're teaching today, like the tocos, the vitamin green, the cacao powder, they're loaded with minerals, and there's more minerals in superfoods than most foods we're buying at the supermarket. And cacao powder is unique in that it's made from the cacao bean, and so when they press the beans in these big industrial presses, they press the butter, the fat out. So this is cacao butter, and this is cacao powder. These start as one whole form in the cacao bean. The bean is pressed, the fat is dripping out, and what's left is a cake. That cake is then pulverized into cacao powder, and that's what you buy at the health food store. Now, once again, not all cacao powders are created equal. Over 90% of the cacao powders are made from child labor camps by Hershey and Nestle. We don't recommend buying cacao powder from Hershey or Nestle. Get your cacao powder from First Circle Organics, Big Tree Farms.
Well, there's a difference too.
Yeah.
Hershey and Nestle don't make cacao powder; they make cocoa powder, which is different. You know, you're hearing us say cacao powder, like they're saying cocoa funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a difference. Cocoa powder has been highly heated and processed. It's actually more acidifying in your body. Cacao powder has not been highly heated, and it still has viable enzymes and nutrients. There's nutrition in this stuff.
Yeah, so a good quality cacao powder is not going to taste like Nestle's Quick. It's going to have a little bit more of a bitter and astringent flavor. And so when you're working with cacao, you balance it with the sweet, like our Omica stevias, or a little bit of coconut nectar or raw local honey. We don't recommend using agave or cane sugar or any kind of highly processed sugars. Go as close to nature as possible, form of like raw local honey or coconut nectar. And if blood sugar is an issue, work with stevia from Omica Organics. And so cacao powder and cacao butter both contain fat. And cacao butter is rich in healthy saturated fats.
I just want you to know that looks like a piece of cheese, but it's cacao butter.
So this is cacao butter. And this is the byproduct of making cacao powder. Cacao butter is used also in a lot of skincare products. And so for outer beauty, you can melt cacao butter and put just a little dab
in your mouth,
on your skin and your mouth. If you're making, like let's say you want to make a raw hot cocoa for beauty, and you have some homemade almond beauty milk, and we'll teach you how to make that in the next few videos that you see after blending for beauty. You take that that raw almond beauty milk. You do about 2 teaspoons of cacao powder, a little bit of local honey or maple, and you do about a few chips of cacao butter, and you melt that cacao butter in the hot almond milk, and now you have a creamy, rich, raw hot cocoa, and it's just delicious. And when it comes to fat for beauty, fat for inner and outer beauty, fat for greater energy and vitality, it's really important to buy good, high-quality fats. And remember, our 4 pillars today for beauty is stronger digestion, nutrient saturation, uniqueness, and healthy fats. We'll talk about uniqueness at the end of the Hangout. So when you're bringing more of these healthy beauty fats in your life, first you want to have stronger digestion. And so you want to make sure you're digesting your fats well by doing the Juicing for Fat Loss program, doing the colon cleansing and the liver cleansing, because what we discovered is most people today are not assimilating fat as best as they can. So cleanse to assimilate fat. And then you can also support digestion of fats by using things like lecithin powder and essential oil of lemon or orange, and taking enzyme supplements. And so you want to make sure you're bringing the right fats in and also supporting the digestion of those fats at the same time. Your skin is made from fat. Every cell membrane that comprises your 7 layers of skin is made from fat. So as you incorporate more beauty fats into your life in the form of olive oil, coconut oil, chia seed, hemp seed, sprouted nuts and seeds, healthy cacao butter, grass-fed butter. Yes, butter and fat is back, because one of the reasons Crystal and I
Fat is back.
Fat is back. We have been sold a bill of goods that saturated fat is bad for you. Fat is back because your skin is made from healthy fats, and particularly saturated fats. So with better digestion and more healthy fats, you will start to heal and rejuvenate your skin from within, because your skin is made from fat. You have a lipid membrane that surrounds the skin, and that's made from saturated fat. And so get more of that coconut oil and that grass-fed butter and the cacao butter back into your life. And how do you do that?
I have cacao butter in my chocolate cherry smoothie every morning.
Mm-hmm. We use coconut oil on the pan when we're sauteing anything. We also incorporate grass-fed butter in our elixirs and our smoothies. And so these fats, a little bit at a time, just kind of gradually incorporating some more of these saturated fats, does have a benefit for your skin, because your skin is made from healthy beauty fats, and particularly in the form of unsaturated and saturated fats. And it's the saturated fats we see missing in a lot of people's diets. And so bringing the healthy beauty fat back into your life, in addition to more beauty from the inside out, more fats is also going to equal more energy. In terms of protein, fat, and carbohydrate for energy, fat provides more energy than carbohydrates. Our body will go to fat for energy before it goes to a carbohydrate or a sugar for energy. And
Saturated.
and particularly saturated fat in the form of coconut oil and grass-fed butter. So when you're consuming saturated fats, you will feel more energy. And so a lot of people are like, you mean I can have my butter? You mean I can have coconut oil and cacao? Yes, you can.
As long as it's just like we were talking about with supplements. You just need a good, clean, pristine source.
Mm-hmm.
Once you find that, absolutely yes.
Yeah. So we love using coconut oil in our green smoothies for beauty, or sometimes coconut oil and ghee, or a clarified butter, which is known as ghee. We'll put like a teaspoon to a tablespoon in our smoothies and get a little boost of fat. And you will feel a difference bringing more of these fats in your life. You will have not only more beauty from the inside out, but also better energy. Our hormones are made from healthy beauty fats as well. And so we've talked about stronger digestion, nutrient saturation, healthy beauty fats. Now let's talk about uniqueness.
Mm-hmm.
And so this
You're
concept...
unique.
I'm unique.
Yeah.
Everyone watching today is unique. What feeds your body is different than what feeds my body. What's going to help you achieve your weight loss, beauty, and fitness and vitality, what's going to help you achieve all that is unique for you. And so uniqueness is best understood by deficiencies and excesses. So in Chinese medicine, we have yin and yang, and we have light and dark, expansive, contraction. And the way we heal a body in Chinese medicine is we nourish the deficiency and we drain the excess. And so as you're learning your uniqueness, you want to discover, where are you toxic? Do you have achy joints? Are you constipated? Do you have skin problems? Do you have vision problems? These are all signs of excess. So it's beneficial to do some cleanses for your uniqueness. Drain away the excess. Cleanse away the excesses from your body, and that's going to support the return of the deficiencies, the greater assimilation and nutrient saturation of what you're deficient in. Now, most people, when we launch Blending for Beauty, we're going to share some of the scientific results of mineral deficiencies and vitamin deficiencies. But 95 to 99% of people are deficient in vitamin C, magnesium, iron, protein. People just aren't getting enough nutrition these days because our foods are depleted, even organic foods. And so how do you know if you have deficiencies? Low energy, fatigue, brain fog, you're not sleeping well. And one of the most important deficiencies to address first for your uniqueness is a digestive deficiency. So low HCl or low enzyme levels in your body. How do you get more HCl in your body? Juice beets. Drink apple cider vinegar from our Love Your Liver elixir. Take an HCl supplement. Start nourishing that digestive deficiency, and through beet juices, through apple cider vinegar, like in our Love Your Liver elixir recipe, and maybe an HCl supplement if you've been really deficient for decades. And so nourishing that digestive weakness, it may be one of the things that makes you unique. If you find yourself, you're bloated every time you eat, you have lots of gas and belching, that's a sign of low HCl deficiency. Bringing in the juicing and then bringing in some HCl into your life, that's going to make a big difference for your digestive uniqueness.
You mean it's not a sign you're part dragon?
What's that?
It's not a sign you're part dragon, belching and...
No,
Oh,
no,
okay. Just checking.
no. So you're not part dragon if you're belching. A lot of belching and a lot of gas.
Okay, rarely do I catch him off guard.
Yeah,
that was good.
I thought you were talking about the movie How to Train Your Dragon.
Well, that works too.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of people have digestive problems. This is why we teach juicing for fat loss, because juicing as a reboot, as a way of cleansing your gut, it works because you're getting lots of sodium chloride in its natural form. You're getting lots of HCl from beets. You're flooding your body with liquid vitamins and minerals. All that's actually strengthening your digestion over time, in addition to your deficiencies and your excesses. I want to get back to that principle. Like, uniqueness is a life study. Learning your uniqueness, learning where your deficiencies are, learning where your excesses are, and then draining, cleansing away the excess, nourishing the deficiencies, and then coming into that optimal state of well-being. This is where Crystal and I are at now after 15 years of studying this material and doing the juicing and doing the cleanses, and then starting to add products like vitamin L green and vitamin C powder. We have nourished a lot of the deficiencies, and we have found optimal nutrient saturation for our life. We've learned how to bring in whole foods and whole food supplements to bring in that and nourish the deficiencies and bring in the right quantity of nutrition to create beautiful skin and hair and body. And so, are there any questions before we go?
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff happening.
Because I get on a roll.
I know, you're on a roll. I'm like, I don't even know where to interrupt you this time.
Yeah.
Totally off topic. I'm going to go totally off topic.
Go ahead,
okay?
go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
Totally off topic. Elaine, inside the Hangout, says, Crystal, are you drinking a pint of beer? I said, no. No, this is herbal tea. So red raspberry leaf, oat straw, nettle, some other yummy, delicious things in here.
And some stevia, right?
And I know, and some vanilla stevia from Omega.
Yeah.
And I didn't even notice until she said, "Is that a pint of beer?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, it does look like it."
That is her pregnancy tea. That's a special tea she uses to help tonify and support her little, belly and make sure everything's nice and vital.
My little belly's getting bigger. I'll show it to you
Next
one
question.
day. Okay. Next question. Well, first, welcome Tina. She said she's been feeling under the weather and is just now joining, so welcome in. And Chandra says, oh my God, I need the recipe for your chocolate cherry smoothie, Crystal Kazane.
We'll post it on the wall.
No. You'll get it. Yeah, you'll get it.
Okay, you'll get it.
You'll get it. I just don't know how yet, but I'm not going to post it on the wall. That is like my...
Ooh.
No. That's like sharing the family jewels. I'm not posting that on the wall.
Okay, you'll get the chocolate cherry smoothie recipe. Stay tuned.
Yeah, you'll get it. Okay, go ahead.
Next question.
Next question. That's all I got for now. I'll have to keep organizing them in my head. So
yeah. So
but I want to go ahead.
Yeah. For more information on these top 5 beauty superfoods, check out blendingforbeauty.com. Get our free report on the Green Smoothie Master Formula, and stay tuned because the reason we're going to be waiting about a month for our next hangout.
Well, you haven't told them yet.
I'm about to.
No, but you can't tell them the reason we're waiting a month until you tell them we're waiting a month.
Okay.
Okay, so our next hangout. Our next hangout is going to be, this is like comedy hangout today. All right, so our next hangout is going to be on September 27th. Now, we are not taking a hiatus. We're going into production mode. So we're creating lots of videos and recipes and demos and all kinds of things to support you in making smoothies, making elixirs. We're going to do more superfood specials, and that's all going to come to you when you opt into
Blending for Beauty.
Your Blending for Beauty free report. So be sure you go download that so you'll get all the other videos and everything.
Yeah.
So production mode.
When we launched Juicing for Fat Loss, and it was based on 10 years of our research, doing 300 live events, and really helping people find the best way to juice, the most easy and fun way of making a gallon of juice in 30 minutes, and then getting a lot of joy out of juicing instead of having to use these high-speed juicers and struggle in the kitchen. No, we have a cool way of juicing and juicing for fat loss. Blending for Beauty birthed from Juicing for Fat Loss because we used the Blending for Beauty report in juicing as a way of complementing the prepare phase. And so we have a 14-day preparation phase to teach you how to blend certain foods that will prepare you for juicing or a juice cleanse, such as in Juicing for Fat Loss. Well, now we have this new birth. We have 2 births. Our baby and Blending for Beauty. And they're both birthing at the same time. And in Blending for Beauty, these videos we're about to launch are going to be on all the different secrets and tips and tricks we've been using in the past 10 years that we haven't taught in Juicing for Fat Loss.
Like how to make a chocolate cherry smoothie.
Like how to make, our top 12 elixirs, how to make sprouted nut and seed milks for beauty, and how to upgrade all of your beauty milks and elixirs and smoothies with more nutrition to get more beautifying effect, more beauty from the inside out. And so this program we're launching is really an evolution of Juicing for Fat Loss for achieving stronger digestion, experiencing nutrient saturation, maybe for the first time, having more healthy beauty fats that taste good. Yes, Chandra, it's important that these things taste good, and all of our smoothies and elixirs are delicious. And then working with some unique ingredients like cacao butter or like an omica stevia or like grain powders, and making all of that delicious. So we're going to teach all of that in the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, and I was on a Hangout yesterday. Chef Dennis literally invited me to be on his Good Day G Plus Hangout yesterday, and he was saying, he said, I had a green smoothie once. He said, everybody around me loved it. They were all drinking it. I'm wondering what is wrong with these people. So there's little tricks to easing yourself into green smoothies if you don't have the palate developed yet for green smoothies. Not everybody loves them on the first try. The secret is having a good recipe. Another secret is sometimes you just have to start with a little more fruit until you develop that flavor for green.
And another secret is making your own raw sprouted almond milk, which is easier to digest and it tastes better and it's creamier. It's sweeter and creamier than the stuff you buy at the store. So stay tuned for all of that. It's coming soon. We're going into massive production mode. You won't see us for about 4 to 6 weeks on Juicing for Fat Loss. You will see us in some amazing...
we'll be around.
You will see us in some amazing and inspired videos for Blending for Beauty coming soon. So check us out at blendingforbeauty.com.
And before we wrap up, I just want to pull up a few more comments that are so sweet. Tina says, I know this has nothing to do with the Hangout, but you're the cutest couple.
Thanks, Tina.
That's so cool. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you.
And Elaine said, and now this is cool, coming from another person who does Hangouts. Elaine, where did it just go? Oh, she says, this is a great Hangout. I really feel you're talking directly to me. Thanks. And you're welcome.
You're welcome.
That's really one of our outcomes, is to have this be very close and personable, so thank you. And Alan says, you are models, ambassadors, and pictures of health. I've been inspired by your program, and we are looking forward to seeing you on your show as well.
Yes.
And just so many other really awesome comments. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. This has been a fantastic Hangout. If you're on the inside, stay inside. We will answer your questions, have a conversation, and anything else?
Until next time, keep juicing and keep building the body you love inside and out, and we will see you soon.
See you next time. Ciao.
Ciao.